Hi, welcome into my channel. In this channel I'm telling you that we can go to the stars. If you know, we can go to the stars. I'm inserting these videos stars from astronomy day picture, picture per day astronomy picture NASA channel 2018 from place to place. Okay, all year like picture. I'm telling you in this channel we can go to the stars. So the stars are close, but if you take me like a crazy, you see, I began to describe you all the signs that it is wrong. Discovering that the Big Bang is false. This is a simple star, a cloud on the border of our galaxy. It is a sphere surrounded by a light field. Background microwave radiation is one of part of that light that surrounds and ignites these stars, and we cannot see the universe. So that's why we can go here of this star. But do not believe that I am crazy. Okay, in my channel you can see like stuff from the Bible, aliens, angels, the universe from the Bible, and the aliens from the Bible. Because you see, you are saying that these stars, you are speaking about stars. They exist here, other planets exist. Another rational beings like here. Okay, so my discovering that this is a simple star, then they are lying to you that our galaxy is a spiral. I discover in a step-like manner that all the science is false. So say I discover the mathematics itself is false. You cannot put the idea of these videos, or you cannot put numbers on geometry. In geometry is a different kind of base, and the first one who did this was Pythagoras, by that in the 90 angle triangle, like the hypotenuse equal the power 2 hypotenuse of the square, or the square of the hypotenuse equal the sum of the squares of the cathets, if you know. So I'm telling you that the science is wrong now in mathematics, if you understand. Big videos, but it's big lengths of or I have to telling you. And to not say that I'm crazy, I'm against numbers and mathematics. I did this stuff. I cut from the Bible, from about numbers, you see, and there is full of numbers, and the Bible is full of numbers, and this is weird also. So that to understand, and I'm speaking about against mathematics in the like if I'm telling you that the Big Bang is false, we can go to the stars. It's not like I'm saying that the Mars does not exist, or the planet Earth is flat. If you will say this stuff, I will have 15,000 visualization in 1 hour. But I'm telling you that we can go to the stars. The science is false, you see. So this is what I'm telling you. Okay, so let's take from the beginning a short break, like even I was stumbling and like this. The first part, 6 minutes from the Bible, show to you numbers. So I don't have anything against this stuff. So watch. You see, this is Nehemiah from Orthodox Bible. I don't know. You see, it's in 7th chapter. He repeats it exactly like in Ezra 2. Exactly like Ezra 2. I've showed you the first minutes from the Bible. 7. You see, he repeats exactly. You see. The sons of 2172, the sons of Sephartian 372, the sons of Arax 652, the sons of you see the second time is and Adonicam 660, you see, and this 666 in force, and this is 6 is telling you something important. Like it changes the data, you see, like 666, the sons of Adonicam, the big Y, you see, and again the end is numbering all the animals, the mules, the females, the whole ensemble together, and the servants, 5,245. Maybe I will tell you what I believe that why this is intended. And in the Chronicles, it does this in all the book. In all the book, does this. The Chronicles, like few chapters and numbers of Moses. And I've told you in the Apocalypse, you see maybe the Revelation. You saw that you'll see another 10 minutes. But what I did is, you see, I'm Christian, okay, and now you're believing some religious guy is stupid, or so like this, and I've told you the biggest argument from a Christian for a Christian guy is to report himself to the Bible, and I'm telling you, I'm not against numbers. You'll see, I will prove that there is some contradiction, and the cube, the idea of this video, and the cube, I will show to you a cube from the Apocalypse, a big cube, like 2,000 miles or something like this. A cube, a series cube, like a board cube, like this, okay? I'll prove to you that a cube like this is infinite somehow, in a mathematical manner. But as you see, do not understand that I'm not against numbers. I'm telling you that it's wrong. They do it wrong. They do science wrong. I'm not against science. Like, I'm telling you that science is invention done in engineering type of manner. And okay, so this is what I want to tell you, okay? So you'll find my channel about angel, aliens from the Bible. So now you understand these stick of memory. I show them to you because for you to understand the energy, it is light. You write here movies. You watch movies with your eyes. You watch with your eyes light. So you do not understand, you're not making any conversion by Occam razor. You see, you do not allow to superimpose two things that does the same geometry. So you copy duplicate me with light. You see, from the light bulb, you see, copy duplicate enter the camera. With the battery you extract light, like it enters light, it comes out light like this. I showed you short circuit. So this is exactly like a Occam razor. What does geometry? Light describes you geometry on all the colors, you see, and the frequencies like this. You see frequencies, colors, you see colors like this in all tonalities. You see, the light is music because you register with you extract from your battery, you pull out some incoherent energy, light energy, and duplicates the geometry of sound. It proves to you this the sound is light also. And it's not like the force of impact, the speed of light. It propagates in air, not in water even. Okay, but what propagates are light waves, light sound waves, because you catch them with a microphone, you alimentate it with this. So that's why I will show to you always this. You see Occam razor, something makes geometry, and I prove to you there is light. You see with your eyes light. The light bulb duplicates all the geometry, all the colors. You see I have colors here, and all the figures, a square, a circle. That's why it's about mathematics. So now you cannot superimpose the electron. It does not exist, I'm telling you. So in this stick there are 256 gigabyte stick like this with 15 days, so non-stop movie. You watch it non-stop. There's a piece inside made with copper. I've told you. You are saying that it's integrated circuits, and I've told you this. It's a sheet of copper minimalized, like almost like a point of copper, like this. I have copper here, and another sheet is from silicon, like this. And you print on the copper sheet. You print the geometry of of how you put folders, okay? And now you superimpose a base picture all over the page, and the picture you superimpose it with light is Microsoft software. See, you already you do two things. You print with laser a structure like a shelter structure. When you put on exactly like a supermarket, you put on shelter like this, and you do not believe that if you break up a CPU, there's a cross with copper in the middle. That's the main row like this, and there is a cross. You can see it. Is it not like a it's not like a this is the infinite cross, north, south, east, west. You see, this is the inside this copper in the middle. It looks like this, and you print shelters with the laser. So you make a picture, and you zoom it, and you print it with laser. This is one part, like in hardware stuff. You see. And you put, it's a copper, this is copper, see, and this is silicon. It's exactly like this, exactly like this, exactly like this. I'm telling you how this functions, okay? So now you understand, you put pictures, but there's a problem now. You film non-stop 15 days non-stop with 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours. So now you understand it's not 24 hours even here, nor even 15 days. And you must pull them out from two papers, like this. So you must pull out 15 days, temporal days from two papers, like this. One is a copper as a main road, like this, exactly like an intersection. And I'm telling you, and another one is a crystal, perfect crystal, recrystallized. This technology comes from a clock. You see, Japanese do this current day, maybe in Switzerland, I don't know, they make clocks. There's a piece of quartz. It vibrates. When you pass electric energy, it does like this, because these frequencies are made with some pieces. It vibrates. It interrupts the signal, and it vibrates. It moves like this, and you capture that, and with some wheels you convert that movement in what you are knowing, like this. Okay, like this, and now you do not. It is not very hard. This clock was made. So I'm telling you, I speak current, but it's my main purpose of mine to describe you technology, because you are saying that somehow I say the science is wrong, but I'm telling you it appears with invention is done another kind of way. They are lying to you. They're from physics. So when teaches you the professors of school, they teach you nothing, if you understand. Physics is false, and that's why I describe technology to not have this wonder in your mind, but then how you are filming, how you are making this, how there was inventions, and these guys do not know even that they put pictures, and the pictures are made with light. They know there is electrons, and they did sticks nonetheless. So you understand, you cannot understand how the mechanical motor works, and to do it nonetheless. They want to put, somebody puts to you to install some piece like this with okay. So I'm telling you how these pieces are working. The main CPU from a computer or a laptop or a telephone or the smartphone that you are filming. Okay, basically there's two sheets like this, and I began to tell you the second one is a crystal, a silicon crystal, but technology exists from the clocks, from that piece of quartz is vibrating. It's made like, if you pass electricity to it, vibrates, makes like this. So you capture the movement, okay? You convert that movement through an old mechanical processes, like some wheels. With some wheels like this, you know that wheels, they're intersected like this with this stuff. I drew it fast, okay? Wheels like this. So this is like a shift of the speed or gear like this. I studied this like in mechanics. I have a degree in mechanics. Like this was my diploma, like in some machines like this. So a gear in high school, but you do not appreciate nothing in these days. Okay, so there's two crested wheels like this. So one of them, you see, like is a bicycle, move fast, and one takes the movement, and because it's bigger, it slows down the movement. So now with some kind of mechanism of gear or of something like this, you take the movement of a vibration of a crystal of a crystal of quartz crystal, okay, and it vibrates, and you take it, make a clock, you see, and then you put like this to move like this in a circle. You write on that circle. I've told you mathematics that is wrong because why 360? Why not 24 hours? Because you can represent like this: 12, okay, 6, okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9, okay, here. And you make from this movement like this. From this movement, you take it from some springs and some curved wheels like this, and you make how do you want to represent an hour? Okay, this is a quartz clock, if you understand. So now, if you take this movement, you can make it in an electronic manner. If it vibrates in some kind of way, you wrote to appear 1 second in electronic manner, to display 1 second. And 6 and through some vibration. So this is the clock. But what I'm telling you, but to describe you technology even, okay. So you see these raw videos against mathematics, and I'm telling you that you cannot put mathematics on music, you cannot put numbers on geometry. So now you cannot put geometry and numbers on physics, if you understand. So that's why I'm telling you that how the technology works, so you understand. So now this crystal vibration of a quartz like this, the technology, because those impure crystals, and you need a perfect vibration that you can count in the precise manner. So Japanese have this also. So you take a crystal, natural crystal like this, rock crystal that exists, and you break it somehow, and you put a small perfect crystal. You start it with a microscope. You see a small piece of crystal of I'll tell you how the CPU is made, and this integrate this if you understand. But beginning from this, so you take a piece a small piece like this of that quartz crystal that is perfect. You study it with a microscope to be perfect, you see, and you recrystallize some pieces that you have and they are wrong. And they have the process. I don't know how it is exactly, but they have the Japanese says the process. Okay, you crystallize quartz to make it perfect, that is the vibration to be perfect, and to be okay to when you pass electricity. So now you understand some inherent wrong stuff. You understand electricity itself is not like a clockwork stuff, but you make something because you are understanding wrong manner. Why to be perfect? You see, it describes the geometry in thunderclouds like in lightning. So has a fractal geometry already given. You see when you make a short circuit exactly in thunderclouds like this. So it's a fractal like in a tree. So has inherent geometry that is not in a correct manner, like exactly with lines like this. It in itself has a cricket geometry. So maybe not in a perfect manner you cannot obtain that perfect vibration. Nonetheless, you will try to do it, okay, with that perfect crystal. And now you understand with silicon they do the same thing, but you take the technology that it makes that crystals. I don't know how on cold stuff on you put a small crystal and in an enclosed chamber like this, small, and control with air or something, and recrystallize in a perfect crystal. So don't I've told you the first sheet is the first sheet of this or a CPU, or now you are wrongly understand is a transistor, okay? Is the first sheet is a copper sheet like this. Simple copper sheet, a perfect one, even a level of printing copper. But maybe if you can make it exactly how they are saying, a single atom level copper, but the atom does not exist, okay? the idea is to make it the most homogeneous, the more exactly like a paper, okay? And then you make this cross. You print some shelters with the laser. You print some shelters on copper, because that's the hooks where it will go. The image will go. There is hardware stuff, and software is like over this. You overprint a picture, a base picture, like the window picture. See, with window, that's you draw it and you print it. Is already you non-deleted picture. That is a main picture, a software picture. Okay, you print it all over, and you print it with light also, but inside the copper, like you indentations and stuff. And you have a main row like this. You open. I'll show to you how they were open. Not this video, another video. I show you how they open a CPU. There's a cross like this and copper. Okay, this is the first piece, and the second piece includes that technology of crystallization, but it's silicon this time, not a quartz. Okay, you recrystallize them in some cylinders like this. You cut some pieces and you superimpose all the copper like this. So now this is what I want to understand, and what I wanted to tell you. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you, because they do not understand. Even they did this. I've told you. This is 24 hours, temporal hours, external hours, 15 days with temporal hours. And now you have many rows of pictures in that kind of analog manner. You see, you have a tape like this, a picture in a row, okay? So now you understand you can minimalize, and if this is in a large piece of copper like this, you see this is 120 gigabytes. You can see there is already this part you stick it in a computer, and two kinds, a small one, and so the piece that has containing is like you understand, exactly like this. The pill that contains 125 gigabits is like this more. Okay, so you see this plastic more, and this you plug in the computer, iron stuff. Okay, so now you understand the levels of energy. It's not burner, small 1.5 volts is written on it's a small battery. They must convert it from transformers. So now you are not interested of energy. If you understand, the light energy burns and you can melt it. You are interested only in image. So you are interested in light in pure manner. Only break up, like you break the light from energy somehow. So that's why it's not like the battery to be small like this. It is in implication like you could control the pictures. Okay. So now if you understand, the second sheet like this is on their crystal made like in quartz manner, like this crystallized, like this big, and they cut it with some tool, maybe with laser. They cut it small pieces, superimpose it, and now they print a picture already. There's a software they print it with on if you know, on OCD there was all time. So the Microsoft software, okay, was on OCD, and basically their picture encodes like 1, 2, 3A, 1, 2, 3B, 1, 2, 3C, 1, 2, 3 way. This is codes are maybe lights in acting like hooks. Like you bait fish, you put something in a hook, okay, in what you put in a hook like this. 1, 2, 3A, 1, 2, 3B, 1, 2, 3C, 1, 2, 3D, 1, 2, 3. And I showed you on my videos that few thousand folders with codes like this. And you print, when you print them here on copper, on silicon, they are images of light. They're comporting like hooks. And when you put a name contain a letter, or it goes and hooks itself in one place. You see. So now you cannot understand exactly in how manner the picture are in the CPU on two like this, because you do something mathematically, so your codes, mathematical codes, act like hooks, and you do not know where they go. They go through minus plus like this, a set of 32,000. There is with 32,000 folders already, Microsoft software. So you put through this like 30,000 in a temporal manner, you understand, because you must program them. You must write them 1, 2, 3A, 1, 2, 3B, 1, 2, 3, 32,000 thousands, and there are 64 more, like with codes, number and codes, if you understand. But what this is a picture made with light, okay? So you send in a coherent temporal stream from T1, T2, T2 through this, okay? And imprimes in these two sheets in the CPU, main CPU imprimes it, okay? So now they act like hooks. They are made with light. So what you are giving another name with light, ABC, like this you wrote on your movie or our pictures, okay? And they hook through similarity. They do not know how. There is a property to gather light, like the gather gold, melted gold, right? So this is an intrinsic property of material. So light also, okay? Like I told you in tones in the guitar, if you go with this note, will vibrate even though you'll not put your hand on this second one node. It'll vibrate it although it gathers together in the same field, okay, in the same stuff. So you understand, you do something like in geometrical manner with that codes, okay, you imprint it, so make some orders, some shelters, okay. So now when you write in the main picture something, it goes and hooks there, okay. But now you have temporal strings. Could be this length, like this, only this length movie, could be lesser than this. I showed you this, okay? But it's in the big picture, you see, because you in this manner you are believing somehow you are reading it in a temporal manner like this from here, T1, T2, and there's a movie, 24 hours, T1, T2, like this. And this line is a full movie. Okay, you pull it out, like you pass electric light energy through it, 1.4 volts like this. You take it through a wire, you go at the other end, you see, and you copy like in instant manner, but it has a trajectory, temporal trajectory. And now you believe it or not, if you put 3 gigahertz of electric energy like this, gives you the time. Describes you the time, external time in a coherent manner, like normal minutes, hour, like this. It approximates even on second 300 gigahertz. You see, it's wrote on the CPU, like 2.9 or something. Okay. But I believe that these things are wrong. But I'm telling you how this CPU works, okay? So another sheet, this sheet is also with crystal, perfect crystal of silicon crystal, okay? Have the capacity to retain. This is like the memory. The memory retains in some order, structure order. So you can pull out from it. And I've told you there is a plus like here and minus. Like here, but it's only like symbols like this, and you pass a picture through here and you pull them out from here. But when the light goes to all the pictures, exactly like you see light bulb illuminates all the picture at once, you see. So but it knows how to take it, okay. But now you could understand that this bidimensional plane minimalized in this small manner like this, like in here, okay, in this manner like here. You can say somehow there's a linear measure of bidimensional length to represent how you make zoom, a temporal zoom with all the pictures with 24 hours or an hour length movie, you see, to make it zoom like this and to be read exactly in linear manner, a bidimensional linear manner. To go from here and go in linear manner through here, it goes through all of this, it goes through this line and comes back, okay, and now you multiply it with that light resonance on 3 gigahertz, okay, and you send it to the display, and it displays you in temporal manner, like you are seeing it with your eyes, a normal manner, or how you are filming it, okay. So now, but I believe that this is a higher dimensional space, and this is what I want to tell you, okay. So now, as you understand, I'm not against mathematics. I will take another break to put numbers from the apocalypse. You see, numbers, because I'm telling you how the CPU and computers work. So basically, if you understand, and in a perfect manner, you do not have and you do not have this in the schools even, because they are bullshitting you with algorithms, and this doesn't exist, and bits. You so see that it bits, these not no bits, nowhere, no bits. Qubits, they do not exist. So let's take a break, see apart from the Apocalypse and the Revelation Apocalypse book, mentioning numbers, because this series against mathematics, against, if you understand, against mathematics. You cannot put geometry. But I will take it from here that you see my next part that I'm not against mathematics. So watch this 10 minutes and then I will speak more from here. Revelation, okay, in Revelation book, uh, it's numbers. It says they have 7 stars, and then it says to the all the churches, to the angel of the churches, it takes them in a row, and then you see in each chapter their numbers. And you do not observe this because maybe it is 666, and now you are kept to see that it is a numbering book, and to the end, okay, as okay, is full of numbers. The Revelation is full of numbers. If you will watch it, it's full of numbers all over the place. um you see, this is numbering them, is like in each one of them is telling something, and it's telling you there are 7, and then the sound of the trumpets are 7, and 12 apostles and 12 sons and 144 meters in the Revelation book, you see. And then the cups are 7 and numbering, and tell you what the cups does, each one of them, and they're so full of numbers. You see only 666 who lives forever and ever, and the 24 elders, and four beings, and if you understand, it's full of numbers. The Revelation book in each chapter is full of numbers. So the numbers are very important. Because I'm Christian, I could not get to you more proof there is. The numbers are important, but one is like to numbers things, and one is like is the mathematics is wrong. You see, and I'm not against numbers, are very important, but you must pay attention what you are doing with them, because if not, it becomes 666, like it says, so if you understand, the seals were 7. The second seal is telling you the first church, the seals, the trumpets were 7, is numbering them, and it repeats, and then the cups and 12,000, you see, only number 12,000, and the 12,000 and 12,000 and 12,000, like insist on numbers, see, and 12,000. See, from that son of Jacob, 12,000, Benjamin, 12,000. You see, like he insist on number on Apocalypse, and 7 angels, all numbers. 7 trumpets, 7 angels. It describes to you like each one. The first, the second, a third. You see, is full of numbers. The third angel, the name. Maybe I will tell you what it means, but now only to show to you, I'm not against numbers. See the 4th angel. You see, like it makes you an order. It's like a prayer. The Revelation is like a prayer, and to order, all the kinds. It's like not only a prophecy. It's like a prayer. It's a revelation. Okay, it's like a revelated science. It means historical science in all the 5th angel and all the kinds. You see the key, and so that's why the numbers are. You see Apollyon or Apollon. I've told you, like Apollo missions. This is the
the bad angel or a bad alien, see, or the deep. The sixth angel, you see, in numbers them, the trumpet, who had the trumpet, the sixth angel who had the trumpet, and it's full of numbers, it's full of numbers, you see, and maybe let's go and show to you but there's full of numbers. You'll see this is the number of the beast of, and you see they have the name of God, and there's the number on there. This is the difference, you see. They have a number, but keeping this in mind, you ignore maybe there is full of numbers, the Revelation book. But it's with the sixth angel poured his bowl. You see, now there's bowls. There's some bowl full of something, and in numbers. The fix pour his bowl. You see, it numbers them again, and this is important. It's important, the numbers. You see, another angel coming from heaven. I told you that they switched the name with universe to not understand that the Bible speaks. I saw an angel coming from heaven, you see, from the sky, from the heaven, from the sky. Not like and he says, now it describes you even a city with numbers. You'll see. Then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, holding a key of the abyss. Okay, that's where. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. The city of Jerusalem now is measuring, and it tells you that he gives a rod, like a gold rod, to measure the length. So I'm not against numbers, but pay attention what I'm telling you. Okay, the mathematics is false. It's false. Maybe it's made false in intentional manner. And one of the scopes of the revelation to pay attention on numbers. It's like a prayer. If you are learning it like a prayer, you'll see. Okay, you see now numbers the stones, 12 precious stones, and it says to you the measures of the city, like you see fifth sardonyx, third, and he repeats numbers all over the place. The 12 gates were 12 pearls, and you see okay, you see gold measuring. You see a gold measuring rod to measure the city. So like the length with a gold rod, like you see, like it's very like to show you that is some value, a big value with a gold measuring rod, like representing many things. Maybe, but I don't have time only to point to you. There is full of numbers. The Bible, 1,500 miles. You see, and measure the city 1,500 miles. Its length and width and height are equal, and height, but maybe it's a little bit like entire Europe, but the height is equal. This is maybe do not pay attention. Is a cube, like is a cube. You see, this is the, and the city laid out as a square, and its length is great as the width, and measure the city with the rod 1,500 miles in length and width and height are equal. So 1,500 miles in height is a cube with 1,500 miles. You understand? It describes you a weird and big cube. Like this is the city coming down from heaven. So, and he measured his wall 72 yards. Angel, look, which is also angelic measurements. You see that. So it's telling you that the angels have measures, and it's telling you somehow that the man will be angels somehow. The same measure of man and the same measure of angels. You see. So Jasper, second, sapphire is third. Insist on numbers. See, third culture, you see, insists on numbers. It's all the okay. So this is not trivial, I'm telling you, but you pay attention. I'm not like taking on mathematics. It's false. I'm telling you, all the science is false. This one of the the intention was to so let me tell you about infinite cube in this video. No, you'll see. Okay, is to purify these concepts of numbers and to take hold of this stuff, because they are linked with this calculation, these raw numbers, this superimposing raw manner in geometry, and this is the idea. Okay, but maybe sometimes I will comment more on this passage, but now I only wanted to show to you to them, do not believe them against mathematics in simple manner. Okay.
Okay, now you see my previous video mathematics, and I will not, and I also see to enter in mathematics in this video because I explained to you basically how the CPU works, okay, with two sheets like this, because I'm telling you that it is impossible to put in these two sheets in a mathematical manner the time and the space of pictures. And let me tell you something. You are believing somehow this B-dimensional, the movie. You are filming now a chamber, a square chamber, okay? But outside is a three-dimensional space. But you watch carefully at me, you'll see dimensionality. You really see three-dimensional thing. You see that this is in front and I'm in back. You see three-dimensional. What does this mean? That you are filming a cube. Let's simplify for a cube. If you film outside, there is not a cube. But you understand it is a cube, a chamber. The chamber is a cube. It's not because the height is not like 3 meters by 3 meters by 3 meters or 3.5 meters by 3. Is the height is small, but it's a cube. Let's say it's a cube for simplification, like this cube. You understand that this cube, let's say 4 meters. 4 meters by 4 meters by 4 meters, a cube. You see that it contains objects, okay? And I'm telling you through this in this manner that the energy does not matter, because you see, you pull out the same energy from your battery to film it, but if you fill with colors and object, maybe you consume less or more. You see, you understand? So you pull an object from the chamber, exactly like you have a cube, but it's in different manner, you see. So now you film many chambers or rooms with 4 meters by 4 meters by 4 meters, and there are different charges, different color, different aspects, different positions, and nonetheless you film them. But you see there is three-dimensional. You see my hand is in front. You see there's three-dimensionality. Okay, my table is dirty. I burn papers, if you know. I set them on fire, and there's ashes on the movie. I don't have time to clean sometime, and this is my table, my working table. Okay, like it or not, I have like like this is the way I'm working. Okay, so okay, you understand now there is a cube like this. The chamber is a cube. Also the picture in instant picture with me now is not a monodimensional, not even when you put it like in a B. That's why you are saying that it's B-dimensional. In all that style, like you're shaking like this instant matter, you make a picture, a Kodak picture. See, like all that paper, photograph paper, or on a tape like this, you had some solution, chemical solution. You are believing somehow that there is B-dimensionality, but even you look close in a normal picture that it is B-dimensional. Much part, there's a three-dimensional aspect in it. So but you can see it better here. But what I'm telling you this, you see, the cube of a chamber 4 by 4 is made a duplicate copy like this small. Even smaller than this, if you understand. So now if you understand, there's a stream of cubes like this, of present cubes like this. there's a stream of cubes, and somehow they are going in the let's say there is here a cube, this is a cube, and this here inside is a cube, but the cube is made like this. I told you, one sheet is from copper, one sheet for silica. Maybe they are saying, but I don't know, I don't believe this even, but for certainty, let's say you put another sheet, but you mess you up somehow. So you put another sheet of copper, another sheet of silicon, another sheet like many strata like this. Okay, if you print 25 sheets like this, I'm telling you, there is now nothing to deal with transistors. If a transistor makes a differential between two like this, and you treat like each point like being an atom somehow, so it makes it like in between two like this, like a transistor structure. But a transistor duplicates a signal that you put in it. So somehow maybe it does somehow like a transistor, but they are not transistors. This is the first done with a pocket computer. You see, he printed the circuits. They have a resistor, they have a condenser, they have like this is all the pieces that exist. Okay, a transistor, resistor, and basically to understand why he could printed it, a resistor is like an interrupter circuit like this. A resistor, you interrupt it like this, you put it in a ceramic, it's like this, a resistor. You put it in a ceramic, you pass current through here, and it jumps wireless like this and regulates some resistance on the fire. And so that's why you can print it, because the transistors does something similar with this. And the condenser basically is like a battery charging and discharging, charging and discharging. So now he realized that you can print this in the circuit. If you have inside the resistor a wire, interrupted wire of iron like this, you see, like this resistor, and with a ceramic, it isolates it. You interrupt the circuit, you print it on copper, but you interrupt the circuit. It's a resistor. As it jumps from here to here, there's no copper here, continuation. Okay, so now he realized they say to have a big board with resistor, many resistors like this. There are many resistors like this. Okay, and condensers. The condenser is a small piece like this, charges, discharges in a controlled manner, not to you see, like you regulate like a pump. Like you regulate some intensity, and in a manner a condenser is like a battery. It charges itself, discharges like a battery, to regulate something, to not burn, to not going, make some ohms. The differential potential, it can burn, it can make a short circuit. You see, I just electroshock a little bit here. Okay, there's a open wire. Okay, so you understand. So you understand what he did in the first. He printed the circuits exactly like this on copper. This is the CPU like this. He printed the circuits on copper. The technology that retain the memory already existed. Okay, like this silicon sheet, you must have a memory part. That's why there's a transistor. This silicon retains the information. The copper loses it, but you do not know exactly. But it loses it. But this like crystal glass retains it. Okay, like silicon part, it retains the information. So the constant memory is here. So the picture are stored in the silicon part. The copper part makes the transition, and that's why. So now it existed already a piece like this in the pocket computer. Okay, and you write on them a list 1 plus 1. This is how they were doing it. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 first. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals 2. If you believe it or not, and we say 1 plus 3 equals 4. They were writing many results like this. Even with multiplication and divided with decimals, they were writing by hand. And now this paper retains them. retains them. They are on this paper, and in this manner they are on the paper. See, 1 plus 4, and I read. This is like this job being like boring, but they do it like this, a pocket calculator. Now that's why the computer does not compute anything. Okay, so you write the result even with the, you see, with the 0.3333, but you do not write much more than this. So your computer works only with 4'th. This not calculate. You write already the resultant, okay, and you write it on this sheet, and on this sheet above they printed the circuits. So to minimize this big board of resistor, he realized that you do not have to have the resistor only printed on copper, because you see, a big part the aluminum does what copper does, the iron does. You can make a wire from aluminum to transport, does the same thing. So there's some difference between the materials. The copper may be better, but he used copper and he printed over this solution that we are register a board with integrated circuit. All the circuits of resistor, condenser, because there are few pieces, the diode, the resistor, the transistor. There are not much pieces in electronics, only this that I'm telling you, okay? Transformer, only few pieces, so you can learn them at once, okay? This, so he printed it over this, okay? And now you pass light, and light knows how to do, goes through the circuit, okay? Goes through the circuit and gives you the result like this, okay? It already wrote in a memory, okay? So now you understand that the computer does the same. You write on one paper, what you need, movies like this on one paper, and one of these is with a circuit. You imprint over them like a circuit with a main road like this with copper, and with shelters, and with that software stuff that you hook up folders like made from light, okay? But now I want to prove you that it is impossible to do it in bidimensionality, if you understand. So now you film this cube like this, a chamber 4 by 4 by 4, and you zoom it in this cube, because I told you it's important. So you see me three-dimensional now, you see three-dimensional. So now you understand that each present that you're filming is a cube, minimalist cube. You do understand now how small, if it goes here like 15 days of, if you put let's say 30 cubes per second, you making 100 cubes per second, you film with a frame 100 cubes per second, 100 cubes like this with image is not a picture, it cubes. That's why maybe cubits, they say like area, like cubits. This is a cube, a bit of a cube like this, and you do not know how small it is. You know only that it's spatial, that is a space cube, but a space-time cube, okay? And you print them in a row, like a temporal manner, because you are filming in a row, like a temporal manner. And you print them here. You do not know how it goes there on this sheet of silicon sheet. You do not know. You put them through plus minus. You know that it goes through here the pictures, floods all your CPU, okay, and they go on shelters. They go somewhere, okay, and now you display them in the main picture on a monitor. I will see you there is light know how to do this, because when you project him in a monitor, you make the circuit only here, low, like here, you see, plus minus here, like here, and this is your monitor made with crystal glass, and the lights know how to fill the page by itself. So now if you understand, you have a small cube like this, you multiply it with energy, and you blow it like somehow in this old paper. You blow it from here. You do not have even circuits, and it goes in all and fills all the page. If you understand, it knows to duplicate your cube in a perfect manner. Even you can make a touch screen. I'll show to you another time maybe. You put two glasses like this and you touch them. You interrupt the energy goes to your main. You only have here like a copper circuit. It goes here and it goes inside the memory cube like this and make a representation like injection manner representing like a functional manner in your cube like there and change is there something and you can manipulate like this like a button like a switch through an external tool like this. Okay, and here is the copper circuit. So now you understand. You made this condition. You program and write already with some basic structure like. Here like a program with some program pictures. You see, is missing 10 gigabytes. Is in program. And exactly gigabytes, as you see, like but you imagine that this is like this, exactly like these spaces. So that's why important the cube I told you from Apocalypse. You see my previous video that if you want to understand my next one about mathematics, I'll describe to you an infinite cube like this. Like an infinite cube. Like you can make a cube infinite, it says no dimensions. Okay, so in this manner you understand I contradict many things that this cube is the atom basically. And it's not a cube because you see you're not filming a cube, but rather for you to understand is a like does not have a certain geometry. Is a messed up geometry expects to you to be sculpted, if you understand. So it is basically how do you understand the photon of light or the atom of light, because the matter is made with light. Okay, so I'm telling you in this only for this time there is a cube like this small, almost does not have dimensions, how you are naming them measurable dimension, only there is a geometry. It's not a fixed geometry because it takes the geometry or you are filming outside. There's not a cube, you film a three-dimensional space, how it enters in your camera, if you in your lentil. Okay, so through this I want to prove to do sheet, because let's say that you print many copper sheets like this, but it's only one with the main road like on the surface. And I've told you they did this from the pocket calculators, and the original technology they retained is from phones, that you can retain many match numbers of phones, and you phone somebody, it duplicates your number, sends it to the wire, sends in the memory base. The memory base identifies the number, copy, duplicates, it sends some direction. So the piece before the pocket computer were made for the technology of a phone. So because there was a girl with a like plug in a cable like this. You call operator, I want to speak with this number, and he plugged the physical manner. So now they find this solution, a memory band like this, to register numbers. This is the computer, if you understand. The codes. Register number 7234, 734, 784, 7. These were numbers, phone numbers, made with light. In the first model, charges light like this, and then in electronic manner, the code is made with light. Okay, you send it through the cable, has some temporal order because you put 4'th, 7, 3, 2. You send it to the cable. It goes in a memory bank that is already written like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. The light knows itself to do this. Okay, it finds this because it's the same. You see, it finds this, it duplicates. This is a copy paste. It duplicates and sends you to the main power center like this, and sends your number to make the connection between that line. So now this is what we're doing in the pocket computer like this. Already the technology of the basis memory was invented in telephones, but instead of put numbers of telephone numbers, they put this. 1 plus 1 equal to 1, and you dial them somehow. You see, you put 1 plus 1 and you dial, and when you dial, it dials you 5. That's the number that you dialed, okay, and it shows to you the entire, but you already wrote it in a memory. But and now the memory is picture, the movie with John Travolta. I don't know. I watched like Travolta like two movies. I don't know. Okay, so let's see a movie, our movie, okay, with John Travolta. Okay, you understand there is a temporal filmed in 1 hour, maybe film, but it's the 1 hour external movie. So you can represent it in a line like this. From here to here, T1, T2, there's always zoom in time. You see, there is a zoom in time. If you understand it, you can make zoom on time, if you understand. So you make it small, okay? It goes from here to here, it copies it, okay, all the movie, and you multiply the energy to send it in a big picture like this. You calculate how much energy to display it in a big screen, a small screen, smaller energy in a big screen, much more energy, because you have a pocket of energy, basic energy like this, and how much do you want to make this cube 3 times big, 4 times big, so you add more energy, okay? But you duplicate the movie and send this in this, and you watch it like in a normal temporal manner. So now if you understand, here is a movie with John Travolta like this. You have the cross with copper like this and shelters from where you taking it like this, okay? And a silicon-based crystal that register them, okay? So now you must understand we are pretending somehow there's an atomic level, somehow that it is a crystal of silicon crystal. Each point like this, representing an atom somehow. Okay, can be a cube of like I've told you, can be a full cube, like can be a full cube. But the geometry of this cube, that's why you understand the atomic structure, atoms like this gold structure. See, it is wrong because they are saying that here are protons and electrons, and to maintain this you must understand there is an electron and proton, and the electron orbits like this, circulate. It'll mess you up your image. The image is static, is with me now. You see, it's a cube with the image with me now. So now you understand that you put it in a photon. There has a dimension, but not a precise one. It modulates after your external cube that you 4x4, and it makes an injection, mathematical injection, a small injection like this. So it becomes a small cube. So each point like this, if you understand, each point like this, like it's a photon, how you are saying, but I'm telling you there is a fire and light, because the image contains fire and light, extinguish field of fire, okay, in each like this, many, and now you understand that that somehow you can calculate how many points like this are in the paper, you see, because each one of point you can fill it with a cube of space like this, of space in a present matter, temporal present matter like this. Each may be some deranged stuff, but as you pull from here energy, you pull it out from here and pass, like the light bulb illuminates all of them, okay? But a zero direction of flowing, it comes towards you in one direction, okay? So now maybe you will understand that somehow you could have some many pieces like this. You count the cubes, okay? 100 to a better picture of cubes per second, or 30 frames per second, or cubes per second, cubics, you see, and you multiply by 60, okay, in 1 minute, and multiply by 1 hour, 1 hour and a half movie, or 2 hours movie like this, and multiply by 15 days if you have to deal with a memory still like this. So now you must prove to me, like in a minimalized manner, that each point like this you can contain a cube of memory of present, and if you count, then you can make 250 gigabytes. I'm saying make this math. But I'm telling you, being a cube, and these sheets being monodimensional like this, you do not have sufficient mathematics to explain this. You understand? And the cubes are cubes of space, and you have time in them also, because they're from T1 to T2, there's cubes somehow connected, you see. So maybe they were going crazy, but when you pull them out, they have some hooks of temporal hooks, and they absorb the cubes in a temporal order, or maybe they are putting themselves in a temporal order. You put them to here, they occupy this cube, go occupy that cube, occupy that cube, like this cube on this second, this cube on this second, okay? So there's an order of how they are arranged on the silicon, okay? And this is the copper circuits that you're pulling them out, you're interconnect them, you read them all at once, you put energy all over this copper one, and you find them, okay? And the temporal and some frequency, 3 gigahertz on the CPU, I've told you, and 1.5 volts. So this small battery, so even if you want to pour much energy, you want say big voltage, but you burn the pictures, you burn the material, you melt the copper, and so you must regulate this. That's why some circuits and some property to down to the energy, like you can understand. So now, but if I don't have time to explain to you this silver gold, I've told you the atom somehow does not exist. And what is the atom? Is a cube. If you understand, does not have any dimension, Cornwall dimension, the over cube. Is like somehow. Geometry expected to be sculpted in geometry, okay, in some geometry, like in a temporal manner. So it does not have a certain geometry. You cannot describe it, but it's made with light and fire. I'm telling you, light and fire. So if you understand the atom, how you are understanding them, they are poised like this on undefined geometry, and many of them. But even this is not satisfactory for me, because the cube, if you understand, it is a cube. So now you can order them in a monodimensional way, to put them in a row, okay, like this, in a row, in a row like this, 1 cube, 2, 3, 4, depends how 100 per second, okay, of cubes of image like this. But I believe that because you can say that somehow mathematically you can do it on monodimensionality, but I believe that it goes like a hyperdimensions. So somehow this is hyperdimensional. This piece, each piece is a 4-dimensional. Now, how do you understand it? So now you understand somehow the 4 dimension is somehow in each point. Like each point is 4-dimensional point like this. Not only a 3D object, because inside the cube there's colors, there's, you see, and so she like this, a cube, and you have all the colors, you see. So when you minimalize, you not minimalize only the point, you minimalize the colors. If you understand like this, I make a cube, but the one what is this like this, and you see that you can display right now. When I make a cube like this, one line is green, one line is blue, and each line, 12 lines, see, with different colors, a cube, you see. Darker green, lighter green, okay, to green. I will tell you about colors also. Lighter blue, okay, like this. Okay, so you understand that the science is false. I'm telling you that science is false, but you understand they do not tell you this even on your or because they do not know how this functions, and they treat the children with some algorithms, and this picture. Here's that picture with John Travolta movie. John Travolta is not computing, is not calculating, is not computing anything. It makes a injection functional manner, if you understood, okay? And they only trick you. Then somebody did this, not understanding there is light, that the picture is made with light. It's bullshit with electrons. They're calculating the mass of the electrons, okay? And if you understand, okay? Okay, the purple, like that's Calcedony one, let's say, like here, okay, okay, and a black one, okay. So now you see you have, it's very important, it seems to you, and yellow, okay, a yellow one, you cannot see this very good. Okay, so I made a cube with all the colors. You see, you realize that this cube goes and minimalizes itself like this because I'm filming it. You see, this is a real cube. Maybe this is only in your mind bidimensional, okay, but it is a real cube. You see, and you understand that this cube is per second and many or per second 13 all time 100s, and it minimalizes itself and goes here. Here. So this rock is a cube of volume of space. It goes there. So now you understand that each point of atom, like a light atom like this, is like a plastilene, like that you are modeling. It modulates itself to become this rock at later. So you have a small rock made with light inside here. It duplicates the rock on the surface, light surface of the rock. That's why I'm telling you that matter is made with light. You see light, you see colors. It duplicates the light of the surface of the rock, and you see it on instant. And I'm moving it, and it moves here in a piece in your computer, where your register moves this rock made with light, okay, in a three-dimensional manner. So you understand now that somehow this cube is hyperdimensional, like in each point somehow, because must contain the time itself somehow, the movement. So you understand now there's all the colors, all the tones, and if you understand, if you make a cube, this hyper cube already, because you are understanding somehow there's different notes. You say in physics there's you see like the colors are like these different chords. Okay, like this, but it's not enough because they are 12 here. 4 here, 4 here, and 4 down. There are 12 chords like this, different chords, different color. It's saying that it's vibrating in different tonality. But I'm telling you the light is not a vibration. You believe that this line is vibrating somehow because of the color, and so you make a cube that is vibrating in different manner. This line is vibrating in different manner inside this stick, and this line different manner like these chords. They are different colors and do not vibrate. They are static, but it makes a small cube. It's hyperdimensional. Why? Because the same cube then I make another cube with other colors, so only with black or only with green, like this, only with green. Another cube or only with green or only with green. If you understand, maybe, but this may be methodic, like to be once and for all put there to understand. This is only a brown cube, you see. So if my cube of photon here, a photon inside the silicon, it does not have any color. Does not have any color, but in the potentiality it can describe you all the colors. So now it's colorated itself to only brown, because you see brown, you see a brown cube, you see. So another way is like you make a brown, the chamber brown, with all the objects in the chamber, in the room, the chain you're filming it, okay? So your cubes or atomic cube does not have any color, but only like in probability manner, on the silicon becomes a brown cube, and it registers that brown, it transforms in brown color to maintain a brown image, you see. So now you paint all over the place green, all the objects green, you make another cube, you film it, you store it in a computer, and then with all the colors, a cube with all the colors. You understand how the physics is drawn, because it's telling you there's different vibration per colors, or the spectrum is like a frequency spectrum like this, and the visible colors is these frequencies. It's not frequencies, it will be like this, the cube inside will vibrate with different frequencies like this. It's not, the light is static, it's yellow static, green static like this. But in initial state, this does not have any color. But when you put the chamber, all the room being red, it becomes red. You film a red chamber. If you make a yellow, you understand all the colors like this. They are not from coincidence 12 or basic colors, okay? So now you understand the cube has a color. It does not has a certain color, becomes a certain color, you register it, but you can understand that has all the tones, but you see the qubit from inside here, okay? You can understand now there is some order like a plus minus like this, okay? And now you understand there is not circulating like this crazy atomic matter. So it's a small thing to tell you. A proton electrons like this circulate. You mess up the John Travolta. You put John Travolta and electrons and circulating like this. John Travolta movie circulates around the protons. This is stupid physics and childlike manner, okay? So you understand there is a geometrical figure. You do not know what it is because it can take in this one in this cube all the shapes, and it makes a duplicate and sculpt inside it all the object with all the colors. You see, if you understand. So what you can say about the cube? The cube somehow goes to the dimensionality 0 of the photon. Does not have a certain figure. Like that's why I showed you volumes, okay? And I'll show you how the cube is on mathematics is wrong. My next video. If you understand, you may see them in a row. And now you understand there's not a certain color. That's why the probability. What is the probability? The probability does not exist, but you show them brown becomes brown, if you understand this points of, okay, and some order. But I believe there is a hyperspace cube, and this my next video I'll prove to you how this you can treat this as being infinite cube, like you on short on this time, like a cube inside a cube inside a cube inside the cube inside the cube, smaller at infinity, going towards 0 but not reaching it, keeps it a cube, okay, on the border. At infinity, that's the depth somehow at the 4th dimension, somehow infinite. And in the 3-dimensional matter is an uncertain figure because it expects to show to you a figure, to duplicate it, a photon, if you understand, and it's mixed with fire. If you understand, it's burns and the electricity burns, it's fire through it. So now if you understand, that's why it burn papers and stuff. There's fire, extinguish fire in matter, and that's why I burn this paper. See, there's fire, but in initial state, the fire is separate matter. So now you mix light with fire like this. Is an uncertain figure like this, is an atomic structure undefined, the dimension is undefined. Because of certain dimension now what you are filming it keeps a function, a duplicate function like this, because the big cube of 4 meter becomes a small cube, okay? It becomes colors because on what colors you have in that cube to film it, okay, becomes colors, retain them and keep some structure, and it duplicates. You see, when you pass light through it duplicates because it retains it in there also. So it's capable to duplicating. That's why I'm telling you that quantum mechanics is false somehow. And this is made from entanglement at a distance, again through a higher dimensional space, external dimensional space. So because not enough, and you cannot prove how can you how to from two sheets of paper to maintain 15 days temporal and cubes of if you understand, cubes of image. In my next video I will try to put these images on each side like this on a cube, images exactly like this like 5, 6, 7 images with me here, okay, and to read them like you are spinning this cube and read them and put them in on something. So to prove to you more this stuff, okay. So I explained to you the technology and in the end how it functions. This, okay, if you understand. And I told you that atoms do not exist, the proton does not exist, the electron, and the photon is made with fire, is uncertain geometry, does not have any color, expect to give you, that has the capacity of colors. So it's not okay, if you understand from this, okay. So this is the video for today by describing biotechnology, because I'm telling you we can go to the stars. The science is wrong, all the science. They did it, but they did it like they somehow hit luck. And they still maintain is maybe the electrons, okay. So Occam razors is telling you, if you describe geometry of light, why you suppose another object to do the same geometrical object? It's a razor, you see from the Occam razor, you see there is light, You see, so what it is inside atoms, the copper is photons of light made with fire. If you understand, the Mendeleev is made with light, and I told you we can go here. Here is the star, and this is contradict your red spectrum. The object go not go the red stuff. If you understand, because red is red, it takes red on you on an instant, and it's the cube probability of red, green and blue, as you understand. So that's why I discovered all this. Okay, the series is red, goes red color and can register in microns, and they're crazy. I told you, is the red is not a vibration. It's not, because their lines will vibrate. So if you understand, I'm denying the science science is wrong, and even mathematics. So, but I plan to go more deep in mathematics. But my next video about an infinite cube, I'll tell you that inside the copper could be an infinite cube, a hyperdimensional cube, and an exterior matter each point. That is a hyperdimensional cube. So somehow I'm telling you that the hyperdimensional, four-dimensional space dimension exists in real matter. Again, I will prove to you going again from mathematics, from numbers in geometry, and describe to how to make in analytic and manner mathematics from elements in this matter. Okay, goodbye, God bless. This is the way I make the videos. I explained to you basically all the technology. See my previous video is a chain of videos, all the science. I break down all the science that exists. Okay, goodbye, God bless. We can go here, man. This was my message. If you believed me from the start, we can go to this star. This is close. We can go with Elon Musk ships here. You can film it because it's close. It will be billion years. These stars are small. They're made maybe in what normal materials that you know. You can unplug the one and put it in your pocket. Okay, if you understand, you can go here. And you can land on the star like on a planet, which could be cold stars, only light. Light is not obligatory matter to be. And if I told you this is a simple star, a cloud, and our galaxy is not a spiral, it is a sphere. This is inside our galaxy. We cannot see the universe. I'm telling you, this is the time we can go here. Now, in 10-20 years, we will reach close here with a ship. And you can film it from close to see from close. So how big it is, a big cloud. You can reach here in 10 years. You can approach here in 10 years a sufficient distance to film it, to see it this star, because it's a star in our galaxy. So this is the time. If you don't believe, you are let yourself to be tricked by Einstein stuff and quantum mechanics stuff and bullshit computer science. They do not know anything. They're tricks you, they're tricks, mathematical tricks, algorithm, best and the copper sheet invented in electronic manner does not have anything to deal with the computer engineering science, does not have anything to deal with, if you understand, is invention done by somebody. And I've told you how it comes from the telephones in original manner, and they trick you in schools, algorithm, mathematics, to steal the jobs, and they are doing like in this matter. They take copper printing, and they're stupid, and they do not and pretend somehow some information, like you see this time bracket like here, temporal programming and crazy stuff like this, the formal languages. I've told you real science, and I have contradicted the atom. And see my next video to prove that this cube is infinite. Somehow it is a four-dimensional more closely, and the mathematics is false. Okay. So goodbye, God bless, like, share, and subscribe. This is what I do in my channel. I only wanted to tell you that we can go to the stars. Okay, goodbye.